Forum. Sticking around with us for more conversation, Fran Tarkenton talking about his new website, appropriately named FranTarkenton.com. And I don't know about everybody else at home, but I'm pretty pumped up, ready to tackle the day. But Fran, I wanted to talk first about the first soundbite we played there, the one talking about what you learned from losing.
Well, in my football career, I go look and after a game, if we won the game, we'd all high-five one another. We would go to dinner with each other's families. We would talk about the great plays and how we did this and how we did that. And when we lost, we didn't go out together. I went back to my condominium and I looked at film and I looked at everything that I did and questioned everything I did and how did I not prepare? What did I not do? In other words, really what I learned from was failing. I didn't learn from winning. And that's something people don't want to really look at. I don't want to look as a loser. And most people, we all fail. It's part of life. And that's how we learn. But we cannot learn from failure if we don't embrace failure and take ownership of failure. Everybody's looking for a silver bullet. What's the silver lining? What's the one silver bullet we have to be success? That silver bullet is this: respect everybody. Build relationships of trust. Tell the truth. Do things the right way. Nobody has a franchise on the best idea. All people have competition in their products, no matter what your technology might be. And how you differentiate yourself is how you treat your people, how you build relationships, how you treat all people with respect, both your customer, your prospect, and the people who work with you.
Now talk to us also about the reading the signs here, because as a quarterback, you have to read the opposing defense, and you may have a play you think is going to work, but then you have to call an audible at the line because you see something. Tell folks about, they get in that tunnel vision, so focused on something, but they can't change.
They need to read the signs because, we all are taught, let's be positive about everything. Have a good attitude and everything will be well. That's not true. I like to have a good attitude, but I've got to see the signs. The signs are reality. And by looking at the signs and seeing reality, if I will do that, I will make decisions that'll move me forward and help correct and help solve a problem. Bad news does not get better with age. And most people in leadership and most people in business see every little sign. Again, the signs are reality. And bad news does not get better with age. You got to solve problems now and move on. And that's comes in with the same thing of failure, right? When failure happens every day, we got to fail fast, but we got to recognize failure, take ownership of failure, and learn from that to get better and build better relationships and treat people with better respect. And when you start doing that, all of a sudden your life changes. And I watch these football programs. Seattle Seahawks dealt with some really tough issues this year. One of them was Percy Harvin, was a cancer in their locker room. Great player, great skills. They said, this is not good for our team. Not the right type of guy for our team. They moved on. And they went and struggled at the reality that they weren't playing well, they weren't tackling, they weren't running, they weren't throwing. And they corrected that, and they looked at those signs, and now they look almost unbeatable. They're at least as good as they were last year. That's what we have to do in everyday life. It's all about reading the signs. It's all about paying attention to detail. It's all about treating everybody with respect. It's always about the customer and other people, not selfish us. When that comes into our life, we become better. We have a much better chance to be successful.
All right, let's give folks at home, Fran, one more chance to hear about your Google Hangout coming up today at 1 o'clock. Tell everybody where they can go on their second screen, because they're going to be watching Midpoint with Ed Berliner at 1 o'clock, but where they can go on their second screen to tune into your Google Hangout.
They can go to FranTarkenton.com. It's all free. Sign up for our Google Hangout at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm going to talk about the secret to success is failure. Then I'm going to give a preview of the playoffs and tell you who's going to win what.
All right, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Since we have about 20 seconds left to go, give us your pick on who's going to win the Super Bowl.
I think it's Seattle versus New England. Seattle wins.
All right, Seattle, another Super Bowl championship for the Seahawks. Very good. You must like Russell Wilson, too, that scrambling quarterback. Reminds you of somebody, doesn't he? All right, Fran Tarkenton, thanks so much for being with us. More to come here on America's Forum. We're going to talk with Andrew Campanella coming up about school choice, a very important issue, especially for Republicans, right after this.